The study of agricultural technology, or ag as we tend to call it, provides students with these opportunities to really experience agricultural life through direct contact with plants and animals. You can look at different technologies and agricultural technologies, and ultimately it is the original STEM subject. So if you're really interested in science, technology, maths and engineering, this is the subject for you because it's the practical application of all of them.
I like to call it a subject that is the subject of life because it's all about educating our girls on how the world works. We get to look at the economy, we look at the legal system, and for any parents that are out there, we also look at moving out of home and getting independence. And so commerce really gets into helping girls to figure out what kind of person they want to be in the business world. I would really encourage any girls that have aspirations of any kind of leadership in terms of management and jobs, things that they would like to do later in life, having an understanding of commerce, having an understanding of how business works, supply and demand, employment issues, all these sorts of things all are talked about and discussed in commerce.
I love teaching this subject. I love that it offers so much diversity and creativity in the one subject. From fashion design to interior design to architecture design, the students can choose an area of interest, or a focus area as we call it, that suits their passion and follow a journey through in making a product.
I believe drama is the best subject in the world. It completely empowers us to understand our human condition. It helps us to create considered opinions about our world and responses to our world. In our world, which is so soaked in technology now, where we have forgotten how to look at each other, drama in it gives us those skills back. It helps us to communicate and to give eye contact and to be able to give impromptu speeches if you have to. For those meetings that you will have in boardrooms growing up, being able to speak on your feet, we give those skills in drama in Year 9 and 10.
Food technology, it's an elective offered to students doing stage 5, which is a practical based. It does have some theory, but it's a very practical based, and that's looking at skills in cooking and serving food and food preparation. It also gives the opportunity for students to think of their career options later on in life, because it leads on to doing hospitality if they decide to do it in stage 6. And they get the opportunity to cook foods from different cuisines, which is a variety of from different cultural background, and they explore more food and also they look at it from a nutritional perspective.
I think that the study of languages can be a really fun and rewarding addition to your elective program, especially if you've ever thought about travelling or maybe even doing an exchange. So through learning languages, you can engage in real-world communication and reflect on the really big ideas surrounding heritage and culture and identity. I also think that the study of languages strengthens literacy in your first language and supports participation in the global community, not just our own little bubble here at PLC. So I think the study of languages can really enrich what you do as a student and broaden your horizons infinitely.
So Music at PLC provides lots of opportunities for girls to develop their music in all sorts of different ways. One of the specialties that we really take pride in at PLC is that we're able to support high-level musicians to really embark on a very, very specialised program of study. And many of these students actually go on to study music at a professional level outside of school. We're able to support these girls through the provision of highly specialised programs through the chamber music program, through our string quartet, and through highly specialised tuition in composition, performance and musicology.
You should choose visual arts if you have an imagination and you want to experiment with using your hands and getting better at looking at things and looking at the detail of things, so being more observant of your surroundings and your environment, and if you travel, so yeah, being more aware of what's around you and looking at the detail and the beauty in things.
The subject I teach for an elective is called Critical and Creative Composers, and it allows students who are passionate about English to explore options outside the mainstream English course, and develops, as the name suggests, both creative and critical skills. So if you are interested in English and passionate about creativity, it's a really great course to allow you to expand your horizons.
Planet Earth is an amazing new opportunity that we have running at PLC. It is a course that allows girls to explore the world around them. So that's life on land, life below water, we look at transcontinental patterns, and we look at what it is to be a citizen in the world that we live in, looking at issues from around the world such as climate change and our impact on the environment, but really allows them to look at the power of individual action and how we can work together in small communities, societies and as a world to find solutions to some of the issues that are affecting the natural and human world.
So It's All in Your Mind is a course that looks at psychology. It's a really exciting course. It's science. We look at method and how you're conducting experiments, ethics. It's a really, really useful subject in terms of your critical analysis and your skills in those areas. And I would just recommend it as a really solid introduction to both psychology and stage 6 skills of analysis.
If you love the outdoors, it is something that is worth choosing for being able to extend the opportunity of maybe Duke of Ed, and it's teaching you map reading skills, teaching you other things of the outdoors. Some girls have never done outdoor activities, so this is the first thing that they do. Some of these are our girls off the land that love to be outdoors, so they want that escape from just a classroom in 7 periods a day, so they love being outside. We've done camping opportunities and plans. We've done cooking plans for outdoors, so using the camp ovens. So it's been really good team building plus introduction to what they would need if they were outside.
Full Steam Ahead is going to be a STEM-based elective, and that's where we get to practice the science, technology, engineering and maths skills that you learn in stage 4 and also in integrated learning. So it develops on those skills so that the girls can learn and really make connections between what they're learning in a range of subjects and apply it to real world scenarios. So this subject enables the girls to develop those really essential 21st century skills like critical thinking, communication, creativity, and it allows them to not only develop those and apply those to real world scenarios, but it also makes them much more employable and successful women in general. So for this Full Steam Ahead subject, the girls will have the opportunity to look at coding and apply their computational thinking to design websites and apps, and also in robotics. They will also have the chance to look at the laser cutter and 3D printer and look at how they can use that in a real world scenario. And then they will also get the chance to learn how their brains work and make the most of their brain capacity and apply that to their own learning.
To be honest, when I was choosing my electives, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I left school. So I chose based on what I was interested in, and I think that really helped me because now I'm seeing career paths that I would be interested in based on these subjects, which I've really found helpful. So I would recommend that you choose subjects that you like.
In pastoral care, it definitely helped. And especially knowing that you have teachers there all the time that you can go and talk to if you don't, like if you can't talk to your friends or your parents or anything about, there's always the teachers there, and you know that they're not going to judge you and they're just going to try and help you, and they'll point you in the right direction to know what you're going to do.